Hi friends, we are back today with some more poems from our book Kindergarten Kids by Stephanie Calmenson and with illustrated by Melissa Sweet. So yesterday, what did we talk about yesterday? And you can pause the video if you need to and you can stop and think. If you've done that, if you've already thought through it, I'll help remind you as well. Yesterday, when we were talking about poems, we talked about characteristics of poetry. So things that are special about poems. So a lot of times poems have rhymes. Their words sound the same at the end, like cat and bat, feather and weather, boat and float. They have the same ending sound. And poems have rhythm. They're kind of musical. We read them, we don't sing them, but they're kind of musical. We also said that poetry can describe things around us that we feel. It can describe things that we see. And poetry can be about absolutely anything. So for today, we are going to talk about what do poems mean? And by the end, you are going to be able to explain to me what the poems Puzzled and Oops, I'm going to read those poems to you, what those poems mean. So the first one in our book, Kindergarten Kids, is Puzzled. Do you just want to quit sometimes? So stop and think, use your brain. What does the word puzzled mean? If you think about a puzzle that you put together, you have all sorts of little pieces, and you're trying to make it fit. You're trying to put it together. So when you're puzzled, sometimes that means that you're struggling to figure something out, that something is hard. You don't know what to do next. So the word puzzled, the title of the poem, Puzzled, gives us an idea of what the poem is going to be about. That helps us understand the meaning of the poem. So as I read to you, I want you to look for rhyming words, and I want you to think about, what does this mean? I'm puzzled. Too hard, too hard. These pieces don't fit. I'm puzzled by this puzzle. I really want to quit. Don't give up, I tell myself. Keep trying, you'll do fine. Look for all the clues you can. Color, story, shape, size, big or small, and line. I take a breath. I look again. Colors match. I see a square. The pieces fit together. They go there and there and there. So easy, so easy. I did it. Puzzle's done. I'm ready for another one. I want a harder one. So there were some words in there that you probably know, but then there's a couple words that are a little tricky. The word puzzled, I already told you that means like when something's hard, you're confused about what to do. But puzzle, it can also be one of these little picture puzzles right here that you put together. Maybe you have some at your house. So I want you to stop and think, what's this poem about? I gave you a clue earlier that it's about things being hard. So I'm going to read it to you again. I want you to think about, what does the poem mean? What are they talking about? Does the girl think that it's easy? Does she think that it's hard? Does she want to keep going? Does she want to quit? Too hard, too hard. These pieces don't fit. I'm puzzled by this puzzle. I really want to quit. Don't give up, I tell myself. Keep trying, you'll do fine. Look for all the clues you can. Color, story, shape, size, line. I take a breath. I look again. Colors match. I see a square. They go there and there and there. So easy, so easy. I did it. Puzzle's done. I'm ready for another. I want a harder one. So if you see in the poem, something was really hard for her, but she figured out what to do. So the poem is about a puzzle, and it's about her being persistent. And persistent means that you keep trying even when things are hard, even when you don't know what to do. So in this poem, the girl is persistent. So I'm going to read another poem to you. So that was our poem, Puzzled. I'm going to read the poem, Oops. I'm going to read it to you twice. And I want you to listen for rhyming words, and I want you to think, what is this poem about? Oops. Don't worry, everyone makes mistakes. This title helps you figure out what the poem's going to be about. Anna dropped some crayons. She broke her favorite blue. Jamal was counting cups for juice. Oops, he left out two. Michael overwatered our avocado tree. Now it's brown and droopy. Droopy means that it's kind of like this. Instead of being full of life and healthy and strong, it's dying. So now it's brown and droopy, where green leaves used to be. Our music teacher missed a note. He played a silly tune. Our principal said good morning when it was afternoon. Oops, oops, oops again. Oh, for goodness sakes. Don't feel bad. Remember, everyone